Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
If you're waking up at 3 a.m., this is not an accident. It's a divine signal, and tonight the doors of your rizq may open in a way you've never imagined. Before you scroll, listen. The names you speak in the last part of the night can change your financial life forever. Most people don't know this, but you're about to. Your breakthrough isn't delayed, it's being prepared. Say these 4 names of Allah tonight and watch how blocked paths begin to open for you. Waking up at 3 a.m., especially without any clear reason, carries a deep spiritual meaning in Islam. This time falls within the last third of the night, a period that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ described as the moment when Allah descends to the lowest heaven, calling out to His servants, who is asking me, so I may give him, who is seeking forgiveness, so I may forgive him. This is not an ordinary moment, it is a divine invitation. When your eyes open at this hour, it often reflects a spiritual pull, a sign that your heart is being awakened for a purpose. Allah may be guiding you towards something: forgiveness, clarity, strength. Sometimes the restlessness you feel in your soul is not anxiety, and it is not exhaustion, it is an invitation. Allah is calling you away from the noise, away from the world, away from everyone, so you can speak to Him alone. When the city sleeps and the screens go dark, your heart awakens, not by accident, but by mercy. That stirring at 3 a.m. is not a disruption to your rest, it is an honor. It is Allah choosing you in that moment, pulling you into a private audience with the one who never abandons His servants. You are not waking up for no reason. You are being prepared for growth, for a shift, for the lifting of a burden you have carried quietly for too long. This is the hour when you rise, make wudu, raise your hands, and enter a conversation that no one else hears, but Allah responds to. The last portion of the night, just before Fajr, is among the most powerful moments in the life of a believer. It is a sacred window when mercy descends closest to the earth. In authentic narrations, Allah calls out, "Who is asking me so I may give? Who is seeking forgiveness so I may forgive?" This invitation comes with a depth and intensity unmatched at any other time. At this hour, the heart is softer, the mind is clearer, the ego is quieter. Your dua is no longer rushed or rehearsed, it is raw, sincere, and vulnerable. You are not just asking with words, you are asking with your entire being. This is also the time when angels descend, recording the prayers of those who rise to seek Allah's help. Barakah flows, doors begin to open unseen, debts are eased, struggles are lightened, risk expands in ways no plan could have predicted. Those who consistently turn to Allah in these moments often witness the fastest changes, not only in finances or opportunities, but in clarity, direction, and inner peace. Among the beautiful names of Allah are names deeply connected to provision, openings, and unexpected blessings. Ar-Razzaq, the provider. Every form of provision, wealth, health, opportunities, ideas, and the right people comes only from Him. When you call upon Ar-Razzaq, you are turning to the one who gives without limit and without effort. Al-Fatah, the opener, the one who opens what is locked, clears what is blocked, and makes the impossible suddenly possible. When you say Ya Fatah, you are asking Allah to open doors that have been shut, doors of work, success, relief, guidance, and ease. So if you find yourself awake while the world sleeps, do not fight it. Respond. Al-Ghani, the self-sufficient, the rich. Allah is free from all need and the source of all wealth. Calling upon Him as Ghani is asking for independence from people, stability, and abundance that is pure and blessed. Al-Wahhab, the giver of gifts. This name reflects Allah's generosity, gifts that come without calculation and without you deserving them. When you say Ya Hay Wahhab, you are asking for unexpected ease, opportunities, and surprises that only Allah can give. Together, these 4 names open doors that effort alone can never reach. A pure heart has a direct impact on how wealth flows into your life. Because risk is not just a financial system, it is a spiritual system. Allah grants provision through means that go beyond effort, sincerity, honesty, and the state of your heart. When your heart is free from envy, dishonesty, hatred, and arrogance, you attract barakah, the kind of wealth that grows, lasts, and brings peace. A pure heart also removes the internal blocks that stop wealth. Jealousy, greed, and resentment close the doors of risk, while contentment, gratitude, and trust in Allah open them. When you purify your heart with forgiveness and good intentions, Allah places light in your path. You begin to make wiser decisions, avoid harmful shortcuts, and gravitate toward opportunities that are blessed, not risky. A clean heart also invites Allah's mercy. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught that Allah looks not at your bodies or appearances but at your heart. When your heart is sincere, Allah guides you to the right people, the right timing, and the right income. Flowing wealth begins within. When your heart is purified, your life aligns with ease, clarity, and risk that feels both lawful and peaceful. Wealth that benefits your dunya and your akhirah.